So, I was just poking around Silver Doctors this evening and thought, I think I want to do my third video of the day. I'm going to end it with this one. Keith Neumeyer, CEO of New Majestic Silver, I believe. SGT Report on YouTube, Sean, has interviewed him. He and some others preparing to join a class action lawsuit against the bullion banks for price rigging. He says, it's quite shocking to me. It's very harmful to the shareholders. It is manipulation and it's used frequently. Yet the exchanges don't step in because the exchanges are owned by the banks. The self-policing system doesn't work because no one wants to police themselves because they're all making too much money. The Wall Street regulators and the mega banks they purport to regulate have long said that there exists no manipulation in the markets and that anyone making claims to the contrary is nothing short of a conspiracy theorist. Recent revelations suggest that even the most well-known financial institutions on the planet have been actively involved in rigging asset prices. Again, whistleblower Deutsche Bank. We've been rigging the silver market along with our pals at JP Morgan and some other banks. They said it. They admitted it. They've got the text or instant messages now. I've already covered that. We need look no further for confirmation of this fact than Deutsche Bank, which last year admitted the precious metals market has been rigged all along and agreed to pay nearly $100 million in settlements resulting from their direct involvement in the manipulation of gold and silver prices. Now that the cat is out of the bag and Deutsche Bank has agreed to turn over documents implicating other banks in related schemes, major mining companies are preparing lawsuits of their own. Straight shooting First Majestic Silver CEO Keith Neumeyer, who in 2015 was the first mining company head to issue a public statement on the manipulation of precious metals prices by a small concentration of players, has said that the company's legal team is closely monitoring the situation. Citing loss of revenue, jobs, and shareholder value, Neumeyer said in an interview with SGT Report that, and by the way, I will link SGT Bulls, or his channel video, in the description box of my video for you to listen to the interview that he did. It's about 28 minutes long if you want to hear it. So citing a loss of revenue, jobs, and shareholder value, Neumeyer said in an interview with SGT Report that his company will likely be preparing legal action against the bullion banks involving the rigging of prices. I have an intimate knowledge of what goes on the trading floors, how front-running occurs, how wash trading occurs, how spoofing occurs. I've been looking for an opportunity to step in. I've been very vocal. I've talked to many executives that are running other silver companies. When the Deutsche Bank news came out, I sent an email to a law firm that's responsible for this lawsuit, and I had a conference call with 2 lawyers. We spoke about this case. I can tell you that a couple of the CEOs of some very prominent silver companies in the States have no interest in pursuing this. Other CEOs have said they are interested in pursuing this with First Majestic. We are monitoring this. We're going to follow it. We're likely going to, at some point, add our name to the class action suit. Neumeyer and what appears to be a handful of other CEOs in the industry are preparing to declare war on the banks that have been responsible for the price suppression schemes many knew to exist but couldn't prove until now. The problem was that the fox was left to guard the henhouse, which of course led to an inevitable bloodbath. It's quite shocking to me. It's very harmful to shareholders. It's manipulation, and it's used frequently. There's ways that the regulators can monitor it. They can see it happening. The exchanges know when false bids and offers get put into the system. Yet the exchanges don't step in because the exchanges are owned by the banks. And the banks are doing that kind of trading. It's the self-policing system, which doesn't work because no one wants to police themselves because they're all making too much money. How does Bank of America or JP Morgan not have a losing day year after year of trading? It's actually impossible. Traders lose money. It happens all the time. Yet they have not had a single loss in the trading day for at least a couple of years, as far as I know. As Neumayer correctly highlights, it's impossible for a trader or firm to have such a perfect record, unless, of course, they are working the system, which certainly appears to be the case based on the evidence. Now that market manipulations have been proven at the highest levels of the bullion banking system, and with the pressure of lawsuits mounting, there is a distinct possibility that precious metals prices will be allowed to trade freely on the open market. Such a development bodes well for precious metals investors, especially with Donald Trump set to take over the presidency in a few short weeks. Neumayer notes that several Trump appointees are gold-friendly, which could add further upside potential. He says, on a positive note regarding Trump, he's got a couple of pro-gold individuals that he's appointed to his inner circle, and I'm looking forward to them starting to make some gold-favored policies that will help us as a mining company and our investors as well. Summing up, Neumayer hints that precious metals could do very well in years to come. He says we're in very uncertain times and the world is changing. If history is any guide, global changes of this magnitude mean that the entrenched systems run by central banks and deep state politics are set to be destabilized on a level we may have not witnessed in our lifetimes, which means assets like Bitcoin, gold, and silver could become the safe havens of choice for investors. I have to agree. So I will link SGT Bull's video if you want to hear the entire interview he did. And with that, have a good day. Take care.